Hi YouTube, this is the DIY Zoo here with another video on Australian green tree frogs, also known as White's tree frogs, also known as dumpy tree frogs. Whenever you handle any amphibian, you want to wash your hands beforehand. It's very important. They can't breathe through their skin if you have oils on your hands or anything like that, so always wash your hands before you handle them. Make sure the soap you're using is safe soap too, so it doesn't clog up their skin, so they can breathe and absorb moisture through it. So I picked this frog up from the New York Metro Reptile Expo yesterday. April 17th. I'm still getting used to his aquarium. What if I move this up here? Is that better? You can see the frog in there. Can you see him? I named him, I think it's a him. I named him Lil Yogurt. I'm pretty sure it's a male because it has like a fleshy throat sac that males use to croak to call for mates. The females don't have that. Ooh. I'm gonna take him out here. He's a little cutie. He's pretty young still, I think. They usually get bigger than this. He's only 2.5 inches right now. Another way to tell if it's a male or a female is if the nuptial pads on the frog are large. The males have larger nuptial pads to hold the female when they're mating. So that's a way to sex it. Got some stuff on you. They are from Australia, like I said, the Australian green tree frog. They're from the northern and eastern parts of Australia. They're very good pets. They're very good. They're very easy to take care of. They just need high humidity, around 50% or higher. 50% is the minimum. Woo! As you can see, they can jump far. Ooh. Come here, little guy. They're very easy to handle. They're not scared of humans at all. I wonder why that is, actually. Wonder why they never developed a fear of humans. It's easy to keep their humidity up in their tank too. All you have to do is get a spray bottle and mist it down just a few times a day. Spray down all the plants in there, maybe the wood, sides of the cage. That'll keep the humidity in there. It's important to have a glass tank too, because that'll help. I'm stumbling around in there. It's important to have a glass tank because it keeps the humidity in, but you also need a screen top to keep the airflow in there normal. They need good ventilation, otherwise they can develop respiratory infections. So that's something to consider if you're thinking about getting one of these. Like I said, I got Lil Yogurt at the New York Metro Reptile Expo up in White Plains. It was the first time I've ever been to any reptile expo before, and it was quite the experience. There were a lot of people there, and it got to be a little bit too much at times, the amount of people there. It can get very overwhelming. You have to go into one of those things with something in mind that you're going to get. Otherwise, it's just crazy. Wow, he knocked off one of the leaves on one of these plants. He's a chubster, isn't he? But yeah, otherwise it's a really fun expo. There's a lot of crazy reptiles in there. If I can figure it out, I'll add a slideshow of some of the pictures I took from it. I think I'll be able to do it. It shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, always use filtered water or water from like a plastic bottle. You never want to use tap water unless it's been sitting out for over 24 hours, because the metals that's in the water and the chlorine that's in the water that comes out of our tap water is harmful to amphibians. It's usually harmful to plants too, if you're keeping plants in your green tree frog terrarium. You should always keep plants in the terrarium with your green tree frog. It's gives them something to climb on, makes them feel secure, it makes them feel like they're blending in, and makes them it's just better looking too. And it keeps humidity, it helps keep humidity in the tank. So yeah, always keep live plants in your aquarium. These guys are pretty hardy otherwise. They're a pretty forgiving frog to take care of as long as you feed them, have good humidity, wash your hands before you handle them. You don't want to handle them too much either. I have one of these things. It's just a humidity control, or not a control. It just measures the amount of humidity in the tank. Right now it's a little bit above 55. You want it anywhere above 50. That's good. That's a good amount of humidity for them. I like to give it one spray down in the morning and then one spray down at night. They're nocturnal, so they won't be active during the day. They will be up at night climbing around. That's when I like to handle it the most, so I don't wake it up and keep it from sleeping during the day. It's actually nice. I have my bearded dragon out during the day, and then when the bearded dragon falls asleep, I have the white green tree frog and my 2 leopard geckos that I get to hang out with. They're over there. I did a video on them before, an unboxing video. I'll do an update video on them soon. But yeah, they're very cool pets. Let me see if I can get them out. I don't want to handle them too much because this is a new thing for him, the new enclosure. What are you doing? These guys come in a few different colors. They can come in green.
He does not want to come out of there.
Yeah, I'll leave him be. He's having fun up there. I got this whole setup at the expo yesterday. The whole thing I think costs maybe the whole trip for me was about $200 total. That's including like a taxi to get home with this and train fare and everything. The pet, the tank, all the plants. So the expos, it's a good thing. That's the good thing about the expos, is that you can get cheap things, cheap pets. So, thanks for watching, YouTube. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.